Hi everyone, welcome back to my next video. Today we're going to talk a bit about GPS. With the caravans going and a lot of new people out on the road for the first time, we're getting people who don't understand how to use GPS. So we put a GPS point on the caravan location and they write and say, I don't know what to do with this. How do I find the caravan? And so this video is to help you who are new to traveling and all of those of you who are not terribly familiar with GPS. We're going to emphasize almost exclusively Google Maps. All of your devices should be able to have Google Maps on it. And so we're going to show you how to drop a pin so you know where you are and send it to someone else so they can come to you. The main thing though is to show you if you go online and find a GPS location, how you can then go to that and find that location. So we're going to do it on 3 different devices that are going to be most common. We're going to show it to you on an iPhone, an Android phone, and an IBM PC. We didn't do the Mac because if you've seen it on an iPhone, you've pretty well seen it on an iPad and on a Mac. No point in doing those. You're kind of pretty well covered. I love Google Maps. I always have it on my phone. So if I'm taking a long distance trip or going through a town I'm not familiar with, I've planned a route with Google Maps. However, I want you to really understand this. When you leave pavement, when you're on a dirt road, the world changes as far as GPS goes. Yes, it knows exactly where that point is, but the best way for you to get from where you leave the pavement to that point, it doesn't know. Sometimes it does. Here's what's happened. Over the years, there have been roads all over the open country. There have been mining roads and logging roads, all kinds of roads. Nearer a town, there might have been a subdivision planned there once, and so they plotted out all the roads. And so on a map, those look like real roads, but maybe they haven't been driven on in 20 years, and they're overgrown and they're rutted. And what I'm saying is, don't follow your GPS blindly once you leave the pavement. If this little road that it's found will save you a quarter of a mile, it'll send you down that road and you might be going into hell. And I do mean literally, from an RV's point of view or a big van's point of view, into hell. I was a campground host up in the Sierras. I was exactly here, if here was Yosemite and here was Kings Canyon, I was exactly, you drew a line, I was exactly in the middle. All of us campground hosts up there, we'd have people pulling into our camps all the time and saying, man, I'm following my GPS, I'm trying to get into Yosemite. They say this is a road, it's not a road. And it's just really common. So don't just blindly follow GPS once you leave the pavement. You really need to have some capacity to look at a map and say, this is a road, I can follow this and get to this point. We shouldn't lose our ability to use maps and paper. That's so important, and maybe one of these days I'll do a video just on using map and paper, because that's the art that's being lost, is people being able to read a map and follow it. Just be careful. If it looks crazy to go down this road, don't go down it. Reroute, and Google has gotten pretty good about rerouting you on a better road. Take the better road and let it figure out how to get there. So that's just a word of warning about GPS off the pavement. Take that word of warning, but GPS is so great, especially on your phones and your laptop, that we should all be using it, and I know most of you are. So now let's look at specific examples of our devices, and you can see how to do it if you're not already comfortable with it.
Right now we're at the meetups.com caravans page. You can see that in the bar up here. And I'm going to show you how to use the GPS point from this page to find your way. But what you'll see here is universal with any page that uses GPS points. So you've gone to the caravan page, and now you want to go to events, and this will show you the individual caravans. So you look the caravans over. See, I'm just scrolling down the page, and now this says meetups.com caravan events. You go down and you find the one you want to go to. Okay, yeah, I want to go to the women's caravan. No, I don't want to go to the women's caravans. I'll go to this caravan. So the attend button, for now, just hit this and you'll go to that page. And let me move this out of your way again so it's out of the way. Now, if we scroll down and you read it all and you find all about us and you say, oh yeah, this is the caravan I want to go to. So here is how to find us. We've actually given you physical directions and try to follow those too. But here we've given you the coordinates. So now we need to copy this. And so you hold down the left key and scroll and it's highlighted. And now you click on the right key and that brings up this menu that says copy. And so we copy and now it's in system memory. And then you go up to your Google bar at top and you have a new tab. You open a new tab on Chrome with this, but you go here and you hit the right mouse button again and you do a paste. And there it is, and then just hit enter, and here it is. Okay, so there we are. Now we're in a map where this is, and if we click on the map, we're taken to that map. Let me get me out a little more out of the way. Big Bob the Fathead. And we scroll out, and we can see more of the map, and roll way out here. Where are we at? So this is Interstate 10. Let me move me over here. Get Bob the Fathead out of the way. And so we're on Interstate 10, and we can just keep scrolling out and seeing, here's Deming, so we're just short of Deming, between 146 and Deming. We got the big picture. We can go all the way out. Now we know where we are in New Mexico. We're traveling across I-10. Here's Lordsburg. I know we have a caravan near there, and Las Cruces, and so we're near Deming. We scroll back in. Here's the big thing. Over here, you can send this. You see this? Send this to your phone, and it will send it to your phone. And then once it's on your phone, you can get directions. And that will actually give you turn-by-turn directions on your phone to go exactly here. And so that's what you probably want to do. Let me show you sharing. So if you hit share here, it's given you a live link. It has turned these coordinates, you see these are just the decimal point GPS points, into a live link. And now if you hit copy link, this live link is now copied to the clipboard, and this at any time you can just click this. So let me go up here. I'm going to open a new tab, and I'm going to move this out of the way. I'm going to put that in there, and I'm going to right click, and I'm going to paste, and there it is, a live link. And so if I hit return, it will now open that again. So now we've got a directions button. Let me get this out of the way. And we can hit directions. In here you can type your location, but it has it already. So if you type in your location, just like I had sent it to my phone, but now it's on my desktop. So that's how, if you can find the coordinates, you can copy them, paste them into any search bar in Google, and Google will give you these options to get directions, to email it. Another thing you can see again is send directions to your phone. So if I click on that, whatever phone you're using, Google knows all, it will send it to your phone. Folks, now I want to show you how you get the GPS where you are and then send it out to someone else. So we're here at a Google search bar, and we will type in Quartzsite, Arizona. Assuming you're in Quartzsite, you'd type in wherever you are, and now you bring your mouse over to this map and click on that map. That brings up the map in Google Maps. Alternatively, you could have gone into Google Maps and brought that up and then gone there, but this was just the quickest, easiest way to do it. Okay, so you figure out where you are in Google Maps, and you long click on your location. And then you see here at the bottom, it pops up, there are your GPS coordinates. And you just use your left mouse button and highlight across it, and then right click and hit copy. And you've got it. Now you have your GPS coordinates in your memory. Now we've already opened up our Google Chrome account, and so you go to the location and you right click again, and paste. And now you can hit, your recipient. And we're not really going to send this out because we're not sending it to anyone. We're not there. Um, and then you can just type in your recipient, type in your message. Hey, Joe, this is where I am. And then click send, and it will go away and go to your friend. That's a pretty quick and easy way to do it. But at any time you get into Google Maps, find your location, and then long click on the a location where you are, and it will pop up the coordinates below. So we long clicked and up popped the coordinate. Now over here you could hit share, and it also has copy link. Now see, this is a live link, and you can copy the link, and now you're sending a live link, and you can do the same thing. Go to your email server, uh, left click, right click, paste, and there it is. And you can also send to your phone. Now, if you click on send to your phone here, just click send to your phone, and it'll pop up either your Gmail address or your phone, which you will have entered already, and it knows your phone because Google knows all. And then you can send it to your phone, and then you can use that for directions, or you can text it on once it's on your phone. You can text it to a friend, say, hey Joe, here, hey Mary, here, this is where I am. So that's how you can get your coordinates off of any location wherever you happen to be. It's a little easier on your phone, and we'll show you the phone also, how to do it on your phone, because it has its own GPS built in, and it knows exactly where you are, and we'll show you that next. Okay, folks, so now I'm going to show you how to use Google Maps on an Android phone. Pretty basic stuff, but we'll go through it for you real quick anyway. You'll see my Google Maps. This is my home page. You'll see Google Maps is right over here. If I tap on Google Maps, it'll pop up, and you can see here where I'm at in Pahrump, Nevada. I'm at the Walmart, and I'll zoom out a bit. Walmart. And if you ever come up and you're not centered on the pin, you can tap on this and it will go to your current location. So to drop a pin at your current location, you just long tap on your location, and now it pops up. And you can see here at the top of the page, right up here, is the longitude. And so down here are these three commands. So if I want to share this with someone, and I can tap on the share button, and you'll see it has all these options how you can, these are the things on my phone. But I'm going to tap on Gmail. It's going to open up my Gmail Compose, and I'm going to send it to myself, since I'm not giving anyone else's email out there. And here I'm going to type in, here I am. And then I'm going to pull this out of the way. I'm going to send it. And so now I have sent my location to myself in this case, but you would send it to whoever you wanted to have it. And there you have a share. You've shared it, or you could send it to any other thing. You can send it to Facebook, to Twitter, on and on and on. That's about it. I mean, there really isn't anything else to this. You just find your location. You can long tap anywhere and drop that pin, and then that pin, this is 995051 here up there, and if I long tap here, it's 994534. So anywhere I long tap, it pops up a pin. I'm dropping a pin, and I can do all these commands. I can get directions. Okay, well, let's put it over here and get directions, and then see it has laid out a path for me to get to that drop pin. There you have it. Just a really quick overview. You can drop a pin anywhere on the map with a long tap, and then use directions to get to it, or share to send it to someone else, or save to create its own list. Just real simple stuff. Okay, now we'll move on.
Okay, let's find a GPS address on the iPhone. I'm going to go ahead and open up Google Maps, and I've got a GPS address that I would like to find, and I'm going to go ahead and paste it in to the search bar. Hit search, and lo and behold, there's my address on the map. I can scroll out a little to show you the location, but It's just that easy to find the location. From there, I could go ahead and get directions, save the address, or share it with someone else. Now, let's say I want to share a location that I have with someone else. I can either select my current location or I can drop a pin. And with that pin, I will then scroll down. And on the left, you can see the GPS address. I'm going to hold my finger on it, tap the copy command, and now it's in my clipboard, and I can share that using messages, email, or any way that I would like. And it's just that simple to find or share a GPS address on the iPhone.
So there you have it, folks, an idea of how we use GPS and how you can use GPS. But what about you? Do you have any stories that GPS is sent you the wrong place or had big problems with it? Which GPS systems do you use? Is there a better one that we should be looking into? Just let us know, and we'll all share in that information. You know, when we all share our knowledge, the knowledge just magnifies greatly. Thank you all so much for subscribing. I really appreciate it. Hit that thumbs up button.